Every widow needs a voice that she will hear from the crowd. She needs a voice that she will hear it from her family, from her workspace. There has to be one low voice that when you want to go down, when you are tired, when you are worn out, when you are wondering why God will allow your husband to die, that low voice will call you out and say, keep moving! It's not the end. Let this conference be a springboard to louder voices, to stronger networks, and restored hope. Let it be a memorial to honor a movement of impact.
United Nations came up with the 23rd of June every year for us to celebrate widows, to talk about the experiences that widows face in our society. We're celebrating beauty that has risen from ashes. We're celebrating resilience. We are celebrating sisterhood.
We have so many widows. Every day you sleep and wake up, a widow is perfect.
The need for awareness creation in the communities, and then ensure that the discriminatory laws are removed. We have to take this.
As the founder of Eden Heart Widows Support Foundation and the convener of today's gathering, I consider it as a sacred honor to stand before you. Eden Heart Widows Support Foundation turned 17 years in May, actually on 8th May, and it's been a journey. It's been a journey. Knowing how it was founded from a place of passionate giving. I remember the day my late husband spoke to me about it. He said, at the rate you give out things in this house to widows, one day he will return and the house would have been signed off to widows. And he said, could you please set up a structured organization? I will support you. Once the man is not there, a lot of interests show up. People who ordinarily cannot stand before you to speak will stand and point at you. People who you have fed, you have clothed, you have taken care of. They will insult you, disrespect you, and treat you in an undignified manner. But we say that enough is enough. Enough is enough. And so it's a call to dismantle every stigma, to challenge harmful traditional practices and ensure that no widow walks alone, is unheard or is unseen. When my husband died, I was taking a master's degree in human rights law from the University of London. And my first headache was, how do I pay the balance of £8,000? It didn't make sense to me. And then I had a child who was very sick. And we spent May to November of that year in hospital. I wasn't working, I wasn't earning any money, and I was out of school. And the school said I should withdraw. And then, thank God, they listened to me and admitted all the evidence, and I went back to school. I concluded that master's degree in 2015. And I told myself, I have 3 children to raise, and one is high end. So let me focus on raising them and trash the idea of gaining a PhD, because that was my dream. And so if you are here and your dream has been put on hold, please make sure it's on hold. It's not on stop. Because you can release that button of hold and you continue moving. And so I placed a hold on my education to be able to raise my children. And so my first two children are qualified engineers working in Lagos. And I continued. At the point my son graduated, I made a plan. We've talked about plans. We talked about long term and medium term, you know that. I made plans to go back to school the year he graduates. And so I went back to school. Right now I am waiting for the school to call me to come and defend my PhD thesis. Has it been rough? Yes. If anybody tells you that widowhood is easy, that person is lying to you. Has it been draining? Yes. Has it been exhausting? Yes. Are there days you wake up, you don't even want to wake up? Yes. Are there days you wake up angry? Yes. Are there days you might be broke? Yes. But in all of this, know that you are just widowed and not withered. And so we are here to affirm to you, again I repeat, that you are worthy. Because some of the traditions have made you feel less worthy. You have had people who said to you, you are useless. A widow said here this morning in her testimony that they told her that her son would be useless. I made contact with her for the first time in 2020 and I have followed her. And each time I see her, I am so pleased that she's my mentee. Now that boy is at UNN and he's not useless. So I don't know what you have been told. I don't know what they have said to you. You will never amount to anything. You will never succeed. Like we said in the morning, if you need to remarry, you go remarry. Just make sure that your children are safe in the new place you go to. But before that remarriage, build yourself. Do you know why you will build yourself? So that anybody you say yes to, the family will go for Thanksgiving, knowing that they got a full option. Yes, so. But when you remarry from a place of need, they will trust you and they will deal with you. And it will be living it the second time. And so to our partners, Kunye Foundation, we owe you a lot of gratitude because you've really made this day possible. Kunye Foundation was the first organization that said, oh, you host this program, we will support you. And it wasn't just a mere promise. They have supported, and beyond supporting us, each time a widow gets herself detained anywhere, the chairman of Kunye Foundation personally goes to that station or sends somebody to get the widow out. And so it's a partnership that we don't take for granted. We also thank African Philanthropy Forum. It's a forum of philanthropists all over Africa. The office is in Lagos for what they have done with the support in Lagos. And all of our collaborating partners, we want to say thank you. We want to thank House of Refuge. House of Refuge annually provides accommodation for the widow and hosts the first program that we run. Vote FM, thank you. Thank you so much. You might not be able to say as much as. If you are not healthy, there's not much you can do for your children. A year after my husband died, they diagnosed me for breast cancer, sent me to Lagos. I'm sure some of you are hearing this story for the first time. I remember sitting at the airport waiting for, what's the name of this aero contractor then, and I was shivering. I got to my friend's house where I went to, and I refused to eat, I refused to do nothing. I was waiting to go to Crestview Radiology. I got there the next day, and they did all of the tests and everything. And he called me and said, this doctor, if it was there, whatever. He said, oh, he's found the breast of diabetics who have been diabetic for long. I said, I've been diabetic for more than 20 years. He said, yeah, that is showing that is nothing. Before I left Enugu, I wrote a temporary will, addressed it to Barrister Tabo Ige, who is currently my boss. He was my husband's lawyer. I said, big brother, in case I don't return, safeguard my children. I know there are hawks waiting to take them, but you are a bigger hawk. Hawk the hawk and keep my children safe. And I told my children where I had the money. Thank you. I told them where I had the money. I said, this bank, this amount, these are the things I have done over your father's property. You need to continue. Do you know how traumatizing it is? I hugged Chisom and I said, I'm going. If it's true, I will not come back. I took my national passport. I took enough money to fly back to New York if it was true. Because I didn't want to be in this town. This is a town that mocks the downtrodden and those who are going through hell. You will find people who will make you die before the sickness kills you. And we have to say it as it is. So all I wanted was to run away and never come back. But God, and it is 11 years after, I'm still here. Every widow needs a voice that she will hear from the crowd. She needs a voice that she will be hearing from her family, from her workspace. There has to be one lone voice that when you want to go down, when you are tired, when you are worn out, when you are wondering why God will allow your husband to die, that lone voice will call you out and say, keep moving. It's not the end. Every widow, listen to us, laugh with us, embrace us. We love you. Thank you so much.